Hey everyone, this is Cresso, and I'm back for part 48 of the Human Journal. This journal, I'm going to talk about gun control. I've just had this conversation early on with my friend, and I've been hearing about it. I don't really watch the news a whole lot. It's just that stuff that you browse on the internet, you hear stuff, and then I hear conversations from other people about it. I went to get my hair cut the other day, and my barber, he's talking about it. And then my friend talked about it earlier today and all that. And I felt inspired to do part 48 on this topic. She says something. A friend of mine says something that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, the corporation, the U.S. corporation, a.k.a. government, you all think it's a government, but it's a corporation. Okay. It thinks that it could try to control people. Now, I'm not so crazy about guns and all that. I don't care for it, really. I don't know. If you have a gun, some people have guns to hunt and stuff like that. But I've been experienced this life. I came across guns. I grew up in a household with guns and stuff like that when I was growing up. But have I used it? I think I used a BB gun, but on a can. I was shooting target practice on a can. But anyway, I don't really care for guns. Let's just put it this way. I'm not a big fan of guns. Okay, like if people have it, I'm not looking down on people because they have guns. How people use guns, it's their path, like they do in anything in life. Now, my thing is this. I want to go on. This is more of a dedicated to what my friend was saying. She made a very interesting point. If the authorities, especially here in the U.S., this thinking that they talk about gun control, then you know what? She said something like this. That means, she said that the government should basically come clean and basically turn in their guns. And, I'm going to expand on what she said. And she's right. I definitely agree. I know exactly where she's coming from. It's like the government, I call it a corporation, but anyway, the government tries to be like mommy and daddy. Okay, this is the stuff that we created, and this is the stuff that we allow. Okay, so it try to control you. Okay, talks about some BS about safety. Right. Anyway, so the thing is that if we're gonna talk about gun control, right? Because no matter how hard you try to control people, the authority is gonna always fail. You all know that a lot of us that's open-minded, we all know that the government, okay, basically provides guns to like groups, secret or shadow groups, drug cartels working with the FBI and all of these law enforcement. So, the fact that you have a political head like Obama talks about gun control. The thing is this. We all know that those that's open-minded, we all know that stuff is full of it. So if we really, really want to get rid of guns, right, if you really, really want to remove guns off the street, that means everybody. That means I'm going to start off from the authorities, since the authorities think it tries to control people. That means everybody from the government and all agencies, law enforcement and all agencies, shadow groups, these secret government shadow groups that's not under their payroll, remove their guns as well. Every single person within the government, military within the U.S., but not just the U.S., military around the world, turn in your guns. All of you, turn in your guns. FBI, CIA, U.S. Customs, federal marshals, every local and federal law enforcement, turn in your guns. If you want to talk about gun control, and you want to promote peace, right? That goes for everybody. Everybody. So now I already expressed about the authorities. Now I'm going to go towards these terrorist groups, right? Terrorist groups. What else you got? Drug cartels, right? Gangbangers in L.A. and other parts of the U.S. All the gangbangers turning your guns. And for those that like to hunt, right? You want to hunt to shoot deers and stuff like that. That include you. Everybody turning your guns. Everybody. Okay? That means all the, let's go further. The malicious groups, some of the malicious groups in Africa, turning your guns, right? These, what do you call ISIS, these terrorist groups, turning your guns, right? Right? What else you got? We got all types of groups, especially here in the U.S., right? For those that basically, whatever, it's all kinds of groups. Like I'm not up to date with these groups that try to promote or do something violent, but any single group or any individual that carries a gun, okay, from these type of groups, from law enforcement, turning your guns and gather all the guns and just melt it, turn it into something else, turn it into something more creative, something that's more constructive, okay? Yeah. I want to this is a short journal, but yeah, I wanted to say that. I want to call out all of that. So that way we'll cut the idea that the authorities think they have control over people. So if we really want to remove guns off the street, that includes law enforcement. That includes military. Okay, military around the world. Yeah, even the communist countries. Remove the damn guns off the damn streets around the world. All right, people? You want to talk about peace on earth, right? You want to do that? You want to wave that flag about peace on earth? This does take the step up. You got to take the ring, everybody. Take the step up. Go higher. I mean, there's no limits to life. But you want peace? Yeah, you got to do certain things. You got to shift certain ideas out of your reality. But if you want to keep guns, right? Okay, hey, I'm neutral. You can keep guns or not. But don't act like you try to control people. And I'm talking more about the authorities. Don't try to talk about and giving some speech about how you try to keep the streets safe. No. You don't keep the streets safe. The people, we all keep the streets safe. We all work together. Okay? All right? So that will remove police brutality. That will remove cops going out of control. Some of these cops thinking that they just, trigger happy, start shooting. Grew up a lot of that in New York City. You got cops, some of the cops, not all, some of them are like trigger happy and all that stuff. So, so if you're really serious, everybody, that means everybody's going to have to come clean. And if you're not serious, then I feel that don't try to control people, because if you try to control people, you're not going to win. You won't succeed. This takes everybody to work together. So that's it. So, okay, everybody. It's a very, very short clip, and I just had to express it. So, okay, everyone. Until then, we'll be back for part 49. Take care.